lab-grown meat has arrived in this country. The Agriculture Department just approved 2 California companies to sell chicken grown in steel tanks using cells that come from an animal egg or a special bank of stored cells. The cell-cultivated chicken will first be available at a restaurant in San Francisco and another one in Washington, D.C., owned by famed chef Jose Andres, before hitting stores.
Same niggas gonna be eating the shit out that goddamn clone meat and talking shit about, nigga, fuck that nigga, the clone meat is delicious, nigga. They put the garlic in the cow as a baby, nigga, you ain't even gotta season it, it just already grow up garlicky and delicious, nigga.
It honestly blows my mind how nobody is talking about this. Russia made a terrifying underwater discovery that changes everything.
The discovery and thinking about the probability of it being an actual crashed UFO or not until the Ocean X team gave the information that confirmed the crashed UFO. Stefan Hogeborn, a professional diver with Ocean X, confirmed it when he said that the crashed UFO still works. He said anything electric out there, including satellite phones as well, stopped working when we were above the object.
Bro, I watched the video about this and they're literally claiming that they discovered a crashed UFO underwater.
UFO, also known as the Baltic Sea Anomaly, is its striking resemblance to the Star Wars Millennium Falcon.
Bro, what do you guys think about this? And whether this is real or not, you have to admit that the ocean holds plenty of mysteries that are yet to be discovered. But hey, make sure to share this video and follow me if you like this type of content, and I'll see you guys later. Let's get it!
To say goodbye, these 12 retail chains are closing stores in 2023. This year, Target, 13 stores closing in 2023. Walgreens will be closing 200 stores. Macy, 125 stores over the next 3 years. Starbucks plans to close 400 stores. Bed Bath & Beyond closing around 50 right now. I think that number is going up to 150, 125 stores. Victoria's Secret closing 50 stores. American Eagle Outfitters closing 250 stores. Kohl's closing 27 stores. GameStop, 180 to 200 stores. Walmart. This is shocking when you look at Walmart, going to be closing 154 stores. Imagine the size of these stores, the millions of square feet that is going to be sitting vacant on top of the millions of square footage right now sitting vacant. Bath & Body Works closing 50 stores. JCPenney's will be closing up to 90 stores.
So why is nobody talking about this part of FedNow? I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. I done heard a lot about FedNow, and everything that I heard was all regurgitated information. So I said, let me go do my own research. And when I did it, I realized that everybody that was talking about it was telling the truth, but nobody's talking about this part. What is their next chess move to make people accept FedNow willingly? My first thought is, next year around tax time, they will run some type of promotion like, file your taxes today, get your return in as little as 3 days. I feel like 70 to 75% of the population is going to do that automatically. Some of y'all are literally going to be like, I don't care nothing about these conspiracies. I'm about to go get this FedNow account so I can get my tax return. And if you laughing or smiling, that's probably going to be you. 2, they'll put all over the news how the banks are about to collapse and the only safe place for your money is FedNow. 3, another pandemic is going to happen. On top of the bank systems crashing, every place is scared to accept cash because of the virus. And they also scared to accept debit or credit because of the banks are crashing. But everybody will accept FedNow. They will say it's the most secure place where you can have your funds. Now, this is just my opinions on what I believe is going to happen, but I would love to hear y'all's as well. So let me know what you think.
English is a stupid language, because if we examine the paradoxes, we find that there's no egg in eggplant, no ham in hamburger, there's no pine or apple in pineapple, English muffins were not invented in England, French fries were not invented in France, quicksand takes you down slowly, boxing rings are square, park on driveways and drive on parkways, a house is burning up as it burns down, and you fill out a form by filling it in.
I'm only going to say it once. July 1st. July 1st, we stop paying bills. July 1st, because that's when the FedNow system comes out, and that's when they want to demand their authority over everybody else. And we're done. We're done with it. We're done with it. I mean, we'll be done with it July 1st. Because it's not going to be today, and it's not going to be tomorrow, but eventually you're going to see that video or that news coverage where they talk about FedNow, the system, and how it directly impacts your life, everything you like to do. Now, this is for my peoples. This, just so you know. One very obvious fear you have is that what if none of your brothers and sisters, us, stop paying their bills? Are you really going to be the only one that stopped? And I'm here to tell you, no. We are all doing this, and we have to make videos like this one go viral so that we know July 1st, no more paying bills. So share this 10 times, comment 1,000 times, like 20,000 times, but no more.
'23 has been an interesting year so far, and it's only going to get more interesting. For the ones who don't know, it's a secret society called Skull and Bones, aka Order 322, and they call themselves the Brotherhood of Death as well. As we know, this year is 2023, so you do the gematria, aka the numerology, you get 322 in reverse. A date I want y'all to look out for is March 22nd, because March 22nd, 322, 2023, 322, it's a direct parallel of this number. I know many people know this already, but for the ones who don't know, y'all go look up and research the Skull and Bones Society and just, do some research on that secret society.
I mean, to be totally frank, almost every conspiracy theory that people had about Twitter turned out to be true. So, like, is there a conspiracy theory about Twitter that didn't turn out to be true? So far, they've all turned out to be true. And if not, more true than people thought.
As of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners, officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them and whether or not it's legal. This is a massive threat to the residents of Orland Park, Cook County, and Illinois.
Not as an expert, but as a concerned citizen.
One of the 400,000 people who marched in the streets of New York on Sunday,
and the billions of others around the world who want to solve our climate crisis.
As an actor, I pretend for a living. I play fictitious characters, often solving fictitious problems.
I believe that mankind has looked at climate change in that same way, as if it were a fiction.
As if pretending that climate change wasn't real would somehow make it go away. But I think we all know better than that now.
Captured today when the ocean caught fire in the Gulf of Mexico just west of the Yucatan Peninsula. Those dramatic images of the ocean aflame quickly going viral on social media. Some people calling it an eye of fire, while others said it looked like the portal to hell opening up. The portal to hell opening up. Pemex, the Mexican state-run oil company, says an underground natural gas pipeline sprung a leak that caused that mid-ocean fire. A number of firefighting boats pumped water onto the fire for nearly 5 hours until it was eventually extinguished. They put out a fire on the ocean, an oil platform nearby.
The entire Earth is moving into another dimension. We're living in very exciting times right now. Things that have never happened in the history of the universe are happening right now. Vibrations and frequencies of the whole Earth are changing to what's called the New Earth. And this is in the Bible, too, in the book of Revelations, when they talk about the new heaven and the new earth. You're going through a lot of things to see. Main thing is getting rid of the karma. You're going through a testing time. Do you want to stay with the old earth? Do you want to stay on the wheel of karma? Or do you want to move on where there is no karma in the new earth? And many, many people are moving there. They're moving into it right now. In order to move, our vibrations and frequencies of our own bodies have to change to match that of the earth as it moves. See, the earth is a living being, too. And it's moving into its next incarnation.